Praise God and welcome. We're playing Subliminal Effects, and it's the last piece in the St. Paul music series. We start with a melody on the open D string, and it goes all the way up to the 5th string G, the 3rd string E, and over down to a D. A little bass line creeping up here. Now we start with a D way up in the 12th fret, across the strings here, coming down in 6th. Now we have repeated B notes. We have the low B, the 3rd finger B on the 4th string, open B, harmonic B on the 12th fret, and then the B on the 7th fret, the 1st string. So we repeat these B's. And we play a harmonic on the 9th fret of the D string, getting my thumb way back towards the bridge. Now we're going to start arpeggiating a B minor chord with an open B string, with a 3rd finger B and a 1st finger on a D. So that's a B minor starting, and then we play the open B string with it. Instead of plucking all the notes together for the chord, we're going to arpeggiate it. We call that planting the fingers down and arpeggiating across the strings. So we start with a B minor, go down to an A with open strings, and then back to the B minor, up 2 frets, up 1 fret, and put down the 2nd finger, back down to the fret, and back to the B minor. Now we use a bass line. So that's D, I go B, B, D, G, D, F, sharp D, E, D, while we're arpeggiating. And then we start again to the A, back to the B's, up 2 frets. But now instead of playing the 1st finger, the 2nd finger, we're going to play the 1st finger and get a D minor. 2nd finger down on the C sharp here. Now we move that down 1 fret to C natural, and we have the G onto the 3rd string with it. Alright, and so now we're going to move the melody note and go from the G on the 3rd string down to an F sharp, and then the 1st finger on an E, and then we play our 4th finger way over on the A on the 5th string, to G sharp down a fret, back up to the A, now the C, and then the B, D again. Now we move back down to the B minor, keeping our chord form down. We put our 2nd finger down on the A sharp, and then back to the B minor. Open D, move up 2 frets, put our 4th finger down on the D, and coming back down. Now we're going to cross strings, and we're going to use thirds. We're going to have 3rd finger in the G, 4th finger in the B, and we'll play the open E string with it. We're still planting our fingers for these arpeggios and doing thirds. Come down 1 fret, 3rd finger and 2nd finger, and move that up a fret, and then move down to an E minor. Now we're going to use an E flat, keeping the chord form down, and then we have a D, keeping our 2nd finger down, and we can do a C sharp here as we're kind of transitioning to the next chord. So it's now that's taking us up 1 fret with the 4th finger, up 1 fret, and we have a C9 chord. C. Now we're arpeggiating 4 notes, and we're going to do something that's called planing, where we go moving a chord form up and down the frets. So we go down a fret, back up, back down, and back up, and strum it. Now I go down 2 frets, but I lift my 4th finger up to get that open E string. Come back to the C9, move up a fret to C sharp 9, back down. After I play it twice, then I go down a fret, back up to C sharp 9. And then I do the C sharp 9 in the bass. Back to the C9 now. Up down a fret, up a fret, and then we move down to a B flat 9, up a fret, strum it. Now we're going to change the chord form. We're going to have be a ninth, but we're going to start with the second finger, first, third, and fourth finger, and the inner strings. So this is an E9, an F sharp 9, planing up 2 frets, planing up 1 fret, back down to the F sharp 9. Now we cross strings, and we're going to have the ninth chords again. We're going to start on the B9. So it's second, first, fourth, and third for B9. And let's see if I can find out the music here. Yes. We come down 1 fret, we strum it, and down for another fret and strum that, and then we play the chord form again. This is the ninth chord form, starting on the A string in the bass, coming up, fret, strum, strum, and now we have a C sharp chord. We have a flatted fifth, and we're going to have this bass line, and then we move down to a C chord, move the bass line down to a B, pull off and do the B flat, pulling off with my left hand, then the F sharp, and now we're back kind of like where we began in the B minor, except we're going to arpeggiate the thumb to the index to the middle and make use of the top E string. Triplets across, so it's fourth string, second string, and first string. And our same bass line as before. And now back to the thirds that we start the song with. Now we're going to do a little technique here with thirds where we're going to strum 2 strings and hammer down. So hammer down from the first finger to the third. So we do it twice, starting on a C natural, and then go across a string and up a fret, and cross a string and up a fret, cross a string and up a fret, but this time instead of hitting the second string, we'll hammer to the third string, and then we move it across the string without going up a fret. And we hammer down the third finger, first down the first string, and then back on the second string. Alright, getting louder each time and getting closer to the bridge. And then we got a C chord. We're going to go back to the 7th fret. We've got a C, an open G, and a G up there. And then we'll have a G flat or F sharp here for a flatted 5th chord, and get a dissonance, which we play very loudly with a glancing stroke with a chord off to the right. And we come back to our B minor, except this time we're going to have it, we're going to play the bass notes. We're going to play the 5th string, the 6th string, and the open D string. So it's 6th, 5th, open D. Now I'm going to put my 4th finger down in the F sharp, like this, and then I put my 2nd and 3rd fingers down, 1 fret higher and 1 fret lower, playing the open D string, and then back, put those fingers down again, and then I hammer the last 2 down, like that. And then I move this chord form up, and I have a B on the 4th string and an F sharp on the 3rd string, and I do the same thing. And I put my 2nd and 3rd fingers down, 1 fret lower and 1 fret higher while I'm arpeggiating. I do it again, and then hammer down. And now we've got this interesting little chord here with the E in the top voice, a G sharp, sharp, so it's E9. The melody goes, that brings us back down to where we began the song, that opening little melody, starting in D string. And going back up again to the 12th fret. But this time we change the note underneath, going from an E to an F with a C. And now we're going to move up one fret, putting down my first fingers, third and fourth fingers. It's an F sharp minor chord, but in the bass line we have it all in a different key almost. So we're going to see if I can find those notes here. We've got a G to a C to a B, like this. Arpeggiating an F sharp minor chord above that. Alright, and then we're going to shift down to an A, and it's an A major 7th chord. And I got my first finger here on the A, and then I put my fourth finger over 3 notes to the little half bar. And then a C9. And then I move my third finger down to the F sharp, and I have a D, and I play the open strings with it, which is an E minor 9. And then we play the E note with the open strings, E minor 9, and then I pull off to the A string, and then that takes us to a C9 chord, and then I use the open string. So I'm starting with my second finger and then down on a D, and then I go to the open string. And then I'm playing my B minor chord on the 7th fret. But this time I'm going to put my third finger there and go down one fret to the E sharp and hammer down like that. Play a harmonic on a D on 12th fret of the B string, not a D but a B, and then we do the B minor here, just regular arpeggio with a B, a D, and a B, and then it goes to an open to an A sharp and 2 treble strings. Hammer down these 2 notes. Harmonic on the G string 7th fret, and then we have a D and a B, and we play the open strings with it, arpeggiating 4, and an A and a C sharp. We're getting softer and more delicate as we go along here, and taking more time. Now when I do this, I keep my first and second fingers down. Arpeggiate it, and harmonics on the G string and E string, glancing off to the right, and then do the same thing on the B and the D string on the 7th fret. And our final chord is a B minor 7th chord, and we also add the 6th, and we have an open B, and then we add the E as well, the open E string. And I like to just arpeggiate it back and forth. So I'm taking my thumb, going up with the fingers, and then I come back down with the index finger, and then back up. Sustain and vibrate. Alright, there you have some of the techniques with subliminal effects, a lot of arpeggiating in the key of B minor, planing, moving the fingers back and forth, and lots of 9th chords in there. So I hope you enjoyed the song and learned some type of technique that you can apply in your playing. Take care. God bless.